Joanne Tofilis, founder and executive director of the Muramid Art and Cultural Center, and Aki Burks, music director, are here. It's a wonderful interactive and art music event center, and they are here to share their news.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome.
Well, thank you. Good to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here, and I want to start with the start, the Muramid Mural Museum.
Yes.
Tell us that's where this all started,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
You know, after accumulating over 12 miles of murals, and Oceanside being hometown to my family, and this is paradise, by the way.
Yes.
I've been to 68 countries, and this is the best place to be, together with everybody and family and friends. Yeah. But we did open the first mural museum in Artist Alley. And we were there for several years, and it was the first mural museum in the entire world.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
And then when my husband passed away and things, you know, financially, we ended up having to move it.
Yeah.
So we are now getting ready to open in the historic district right behind the Mission, and we're going to expand it somewhat. The museum will still be alive and kicking, but we are going to expand it to include programs and events, interactive events for our community. In the community where there's not a whole lot of stuff going on. Thank God ACES is there, so we'll be partnering
Studio
with them.
Ace,
yes,
another
that's it,
art
Studio Ace,
center
right.
there. Yeah.
And we're going to be also designated in November as the UNESCO Center for Peace. The UNESCO Center for Peace for all of California and Baja, which will bring a lot of interactivity and conferences with university students and grooming young people to go to work in the United Nations and things like that. So, and all these wonderful other cultural events that will include art and music and painting and spoken word and dance. And that's why I'm dressed in an Egyptian and African jewelry to kind of show that we're going to introduce cultures that people might not often see or hear about, that are not in school books, that you don't read their history and things like that.
Amazing.
I mean, we don't study Malaysia, we don't study Colombia or Chile or one of those. So this is going to be the time that we'll be doing it.
This is
so
the
people,
place.
And we have a 3D mural inside the center. So when you come in, you can stand on the bridge with Mother Nature behind you, and waterfalls and a koi fish pond, and see how water is life, and you end up looking at the earth, which is a little tiny dot, which represents us, our humanity on this earth, which is tiny, so we're like a grain, a mini grain of salt.
And
there.
I've seen that mural. It extends all the way across the floor and all the way up the wall, and it's incredible. And I've seen you playing drums. I mean, you bring the music with the art. Joanne's the art, right? And you're the music, and it's just so symbiotic. Tell me about the music that you play.
Well, our music is, like you said, symbiotic.
Yeah.
The drum is the heartbeat.
Yeah.
It comes from the mother, and so we are pushing forward that spirit. As far as a power spirit, we are doing more things with indigenous cultures. Great. We're trying to bring together some of the last vestiges of private enterprise, living tea, earth culture roots, different places that used to be great places, Hill Street Cafe that used to be here. We want to bring the people that were at these places that represent our beach community together, along with the education that goes along with the indigenous cultures that we need to bring up, because of where we are in the Saline Ray mission. And that's our whole thing, is to bring music basically to the children.
Amazing. And you do a drum circle, right?
Yes.
I want folks to know about that. Tell
we
them
do
when
drum
that
circles
happens.
on Saturdays. I do art walks on first Fridays of every month. It's usually a good thing. It brings all the people together, and we have all the drums and smiles, and we come with it, high energy. And we have our drum circles are quite different than other drum circles because we bring in musicians, and I have drummers that come from other places, and guitarists and organists that come, and people bring their violins. I mean, we have a blast.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wow,
and so we're covering all types of music, but focusing on African music.
And you're bringing all of this into our community and making it accessible and making it interactive. And with your center, people can volunteer,
Yes.
they can find out about it, they can visit starting November
7th.
7th.
Yes.
How do they find out more? How do
Well, we have a
people
website,
become involved?
www.muramid.com and or artmiles.org. And we have partnerships with Cal State University, the outreach program for students. So we have a lot of volunteers, and we love to have volunteers because we just did a mural for the 13 fallen soldiers, and now we're doing one for the Afghan women, and it's called Back to the Burqa. So we have people coming in to help us paint that, so we can welcome the refugees when they come, especially the women.
Yes,
You
yes,
two are so amazing.
And we do these murals in response to every human and natural disaster, as we have done now for 27 years.
And you do the murals
people.
and you send them to those communities.
Yes.
You two are really, really incredible. And it was so
thank you.
nice to get a chance to talk with you today.
Thank you.
Thank you.